Hi there, Tyler Jeffcoat, seller accountant. We provide bookkeeping, we provide fractional CFO. We actually do not provide tax filing services. But I got a question this week, and here's the question. How does collecting sales tax factor into my annual or my yearly tax filings? And it's a bit of a confusing question, and I just wanted to unpack it because I think it is important. So the person who's asking this question is really talking about two very different types of tax filing. Every year as a business and as a U.S. citizen, as a person, I have to file personal income taxes. I generally choose to either partner with an enrolled agent or a CPA to file those taxes for me. In fact, right now I have a CPA that does my taxes. That is income tax. The IRS is going to tax us based on the profit or based on the salaries and income that I made. If I'm going to I might file jointly, I might file independently of my spouse. That's income tax filing. That's what normally people mean when they say an annual tax filing. But so the question here is, how does collecting sales tax factor into that? Now, sales tax is a completely different tax. The states have always been able to have us collect sales tax from our customers and then remit that sales tax to them. But the 2018 Wayfair Supreme Court decision really gave the states a lot of extra power to come after us as e-commerce brands, even though we may not be physically located in a state, right? And so with sales tax, we've been taking a little bit more than our sale price on the products throughout maybe the month or throughout the year. And for any states that we are filed in or we're registered in where we are collecting, we are responsible for then turning those dollars over to those states. And here's the thing. Some states, depending on your volume, may have you file annually, in which case it happens to be the same month where I'm doing my annual income tax filing that I may also have to file my sales tax return, say in California or another state like that. Or if I'm a higher volume seller, I may have to do a quarterly filing in New York or in the state of Georgia. And if I'm a huge seller, I may have to do a monthly filing in a given state. And so the thing I want to just make sure that you're aware of thinking about this question, how does collecting sales tax factor into my income tax filing? One is that they're different tax filings. And then the second point I want to make here quickly is that collecting income tax, in other words, think about it, comes into my bank account. That is not profit. That is not new revenue for my business. I'm just holding that cash, kind of think about holding it in a side safe for a minute, and then I'm going to turn around and give it to the state that it's actually owned by. And so collecting $20 from my client who bought my product for sales tax doesn't increase my income tax liability because it's a flow through. It just sits in my bank account for a minute, either a month or a quarter or a year, and then I remit that payment to the state that it's owed to. And so in that way, it doubly doesn't impact my annual tax filing because it's not a taxable event. It's just money that they're giving me so that I can pay the taxes on their behalf. Now, one final point I'll make about this is if you're dominantly an Amazon seller, like dominance of your sales channel is the marketplace like Amazon or eBay or Walmart.com, the nice thing is that most of the states have actually passed marketplace facilitator laws recently that make it to where Amazon collects that sales tax and remits it for you. They've removed the headache, and it makes it even easier where you don't have to go to every state and file those taxes. So there are firms out there that specialize in just doing sales tax if you're really big and really complex. There are softwares out there. I personally like taxjar.com, but Avalara is another good one. And those softwares help you understand which states you might have some exposure to so that you can make the business decision on when I need to file in a given state. But the direct answer to the question is, how does collecting sales tax factor into my annual tax filings? They're really separate. I've got my income tax filings, and then as my company grows, I'm also going to have a pile of states that I'm going to have to stay compliant regarding sales tax as well. Thanks, guys. Tyler Jeffcoat, seller accountant. Please thumbs up, like this video, subscribe to my channel. We're really trying to get good content that helps sellers just grow their businesses and make more money as we dive into 2022. Take care.